wealth inequality has grown up to a tremendous size in which now the middle class is starting to shrink, and the very top 1% of 1% is paying a lower tax rate at 23% than the bottom 50% of the country, which is paying at 24%. So how does per se your style of economics per se solve that?
Well, I think we start by looking. You've said a lot of stuff, and I think I want to zoom in a little bit more. Okay, let's start with what you said at the end. According to you, the lowest quartile or the lowest quintile of our society is paying a higher rate of taxation of income tax than the very top rate. Okay, first of all, that is not even possible because the lowest quintile doesn't earn enough to pay any income taxes at all. The lowest quintile in this society pays zero in federal income tax. That's a fact. That's a fact. You don't owe any taxes, just look up the tax code. You look up the lowest quintile at income, and then you pick up the tax tables, and you will see that the tax rate on that income, the top of that quintile, is 0%. They pay nothing. Okay. Now, the data on the top people, because the top rate in America is 37%. That's only federal. That doesn't count state tax. If you live in New York State, you know what the state taxes are, 9%. Add it to the 37, you come to 46. Add the local taxes. If you're a wealthy guy in America, you're basically being taxed at a 50% tax rate. Now, according to Emmanuel Saez and a couple of other economists who look at a very small subpopulation of people, by and large people whose income is coming from capital gains and not actually from normal income. And they go, look at these guys, they're only paying 24% because the capital gains rate is lower than the income tax rate. But the truth of it is, ordinary rich people who are working as accountants or working as super lawyers or who have started their own businesses or professional sports, they are paying at roughly a 50% rate when you add federal, state, and local.
All right, so this is Dinesh pretty much schooling this college leftist about how taxes really work. And it's very interesting that, a lot of these liberals and a lot of these college leftists, they're sort of drawn into this indoctrination and this idea that since the wealthy people don't quote unquote pay their fair share, and it's just the lowest income people that are paying all of these taxes, what they don't realize is, like Dinesh said, there's a lot of people that literally just don't make enough money in the world, and especially in the lower incomes, they don't make enough money to pay income tax, okay? And so first of all, it is not the fault of people that are very wealthy that people that are very poor in this country are poor. I've never really bought that idea. Like, that's a hardcore leftist socialist idea, because I think it was I think it was Margaret Thatcher that said that socialism is literally the gospel of envy, which is all what it is, okay? And so now the people that are preaching this stuff, they prey on basically the stupidity of people that are listening to them. Okay, they prey on the stupidity of people that are listening to them to not know the tax code, to not know even basically that the people that pay, honestly, the wealthier people actually do pay their fair share, if not more than taxes, but also they never think about it in the capacity that wealthy people are, and especially capitalists and entrepreneurs, okay? People are building jobs, people are creating things, people are providing the space for more people to get out there and work, and they're also building things that benefit society. But the champagne socialists and the limousine liberals and all of these people on the left that want to hate on people that have been very successful in capitalism, they think that they are poor because somebody else is rich. And if that's not the most loser idea I've ever heard in my life, if that is not literally the definition of envious losers, I do not know what is.